Really. Hi guys, I'm Jerusha and you're watching Jerusha Couture TV. I literally feel like a flamenco dancer. Like, the hair as well as these, it's too much. It's way too much. Oh my gosh, it's a nice sound. Very ASMR, but it's too much. I'm gonna put some hoops on. Nice, we'll have a little pearl moment, shall we? I am here today with a get ready with me Q&A. This is my third one. So exciting. I don't have a coffee. Should I go and get one? Yes, no, yes. Okay, let's start up this look today, this makeup look. I'm filming a few videos and some I feel like they're themed. I was thinking of doing like my sienna kind of warm eye, and you guys seem to like that eye and ask me it a lot, so I might do that. I'm going to start by prepping the skin, and my moisturizer is my Dr. Louisvuitton. I really like this. So let's start off with the questions. Let's get straight into it. Love always Fabby. Hi babe. Hi gorgeous. Hi. How do you feel about the favorite Love you and love your channel. Love you too babe. Thank you. How do I feel about the favorite I am a die-hard, and I mean die-hard Eva Clutch fan. It was like, what was it? It was my second, was it my second handbag? Yeah, it was my second Louis Vuitton bag, and I'm a die-hard Eva Clutch fan. So when they brought out the favorite as kind of like a version of a replacement of it, which even though the Eva Clutch was still available when it first came out, they brought it out, but they competed with it as a flap versus a zip top, and I just felt like it was a little bit, it was confusing. One end was a thread through and one end was a clasp. It had the chain, it was a flap, the flap's magnetized, like it's a magnet, so it kind of slips off and sort of doesn't sit flat. Some don't sit like perfectly straight, they kind of go on an angle. I think it just, you know, a lot of people say that the multi-pochette's messy. I just reviewed it, but I also feel like the favorite is messy as well. I remember my girlfriend Victoria got it the second it came out. She got it in the PM size and it's pretty small. The MM, I think it's good. I think it would fit quite a lot more. However, I'm not happy with the flap, like how it's just magnet, it just kind of flops there. I'm not a fan of it. Okay, I'm just letting that dry. For my base today, I'm going to go in with the Blanc Chanel illuminating base. I really love this base. It is actually beautiful. It's got a pump. That is how you dispense it. I think it's really nice, and it's got good kind of coverage, but it's firm. Okay, because of the state of my eyes, I'm gonna kind of prep them with a CC cream, so a correcting cream, and I'm gonna use the Chanel CC cream. This is actually really thick and beautiful. It basically could double as a foundation for sure. I put this on with my hands, just warm it up in my hands. It's really nice. And just dab it on, but I have to do something with these eyes. They're just not happening. Seriously, there is so much. My neighbor in front of me he's a builder, and he's doing the front of his like garden, and then his two dogs bark at the tractors. There is so much going on. Foundation wise, we're going to go back in with the Maybelline Fit Me matte and poreless foundation again. Second get ready with me in a row. I'm just gonna pop some of that on my beauty blender. You're not really meant to. You should probably spatula it onto your face, but I'm lazy. This is the second time we're using this foundation because trust me, oh my gosh, this lasted all day after that last get ready with me. It's so beautiful. It lasted all day. It's really lightweight, and it just sat so well on the skin, and I had only prepped the skin as much as you saw. It's not as if I went crazy with primers. Okay, let's keep going on these questions. Yazlid underscore Yazlid. Hi babe. Your opinion on the Vergriad and the on the go. So that's the flap with the top handle, right? Yeah, and the on the go. Well, I have the on the go. I was set to sell it, and the buyer, obviously in this situation, didn't want to go through with buying it. Not a problem. I never care about that ever, because you never know someone's financial situation. So that's still with me. And you said on go MM. Okay, so I have the GM, not the MM, and the MM, I feel, do you know what? I feel like the GM is much more comparable to an MM, never full. Okay, I really want to do the NARS Laguna bronzer. We're going in with bronzer, but I'm holding it in my hand, so I may as well. This is my Chanel Le Beige powder, but this is in the color 40, and I use it as a bronzer, so we'll warm up the face with it. Well, so to answer your question, I have the on the go GM, not MM. I feel the MM is definitely not a medium size. I almost feel like it should have been probably called a PM, because it looks a lot smaller, a lot more sort of narrow and tapered than that. But you know what? This is so funny. Shout out to another luxury YouTuber. She's just starting out. Her name is Andrea, and I'm so obsessed with her. You don't even understand. I love her videos. It reminds me of like old school videos where it's just like you're just starting out. It's just so gorgeous. I love her. She has a gorgeous personality. She just got the on the go GM, and the second I saw her unbox it, I was like, now I don't want to sell mine. So I'm not sure. It doesn't really matter anyway, because I'm not selling anything right now. Obviously, I've had a few emails if I wanted to sell my multi-pochette after I reviewed it. And I do like the Vergrid. I do like it a lot, actually. I like how it's just kind of like this big slouchy bag with a top handle and a flap, and I love the lock on the flap, how it's very magnetic. Yeah, I like both of them. I say definitely. What did she say? I can't decide. I can only get one. Help me. Ooh, jeez. It's difficult. That's really difficult. Well, one has a full crossbody strap, right? And the other one's just shoulder or top handle. Two very different bags, babe. I say go and try them on. Not now, when you can. My really ugly Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. I don't even want to show you. It's really bad. I went to actually buy the Kat Von D Shade and Light, but it's sold out on Sephora. It's sold out on Sephora at the moment, and I'm not buying anything off international sites, obviously. So I don't really know what I'm going to do. I just started it. I'm going to use my Maybelline Age Rewind concealer to do a highlight under the eyes. I am so tired. I basically don't know what I'm talking about. It's really nice, and it's really lightweight again. Okay, let's keep going with the questions. I_land_girl. Island girl. Hi babe. Will the corner store be less stressful for you than your boutique? That is so cute. Thanks for asking, babe. I am opening / my husband is opening a cafe / general store on the building that my husband and his family own. They own that building that the restaurant in Newport Beach is in, That's their building, and on the end there was a shop that just wasn't renting. It was a strange kind of layout, and I always said to Will, you should put a cafe in there. Probably last year I started saying it all the time, all before this happened, all before the fires happened, all before all of it, right? And he was like, yeah, right, you know, why don't I just get another job? I thought, you know, you wanted me to work less. I said, it's fine, we can totally do it. He's like, nothing, it's your idea, and then you're just gonna piss off, you're not gonna help me. I was like, that's true. He goes, you've got kids to raise. It was my idea, Miss Island Girl, but I'm not gonna run the cafe general store at all. I am just designing it, setting it out with him, looking at stock, helping him, really just helping him work out what to, you know, stock in it and what to sell in it, what kind of produce, what kind of product. So I'm just helping him. I'm not going to work in it. Actually, Mum's going to help a little bit in it. She's gonna, when we can all get out and whatnot, she's gonna help in it a little bit, definitely. You know, and my father-in-law just help laying stuff out, laying veg out and things like that. But no, oh my god, you're so cute. I'm not working in it. It's not stressful for me. I'm just helping Will out. I just came up with the idea of doing it. Let's set these under eyes. Of course, Laura Mercier loose translucent powder. If you are looking for it, listen, there is a reason almost every beauty guru raves about this stuff, and that is because it is amazing. Really, really is amazing. I know, I changed to like so many different little mirrors, honestly. I just keep changing. The only thing I don't love about this Maybelline Age Rewind is it does crease. And I know that most concealers, it's really inevitable that they will crease, but it does crease quite easy compared to Shape Tape by Tarte. Next question, Denise Gerada? Sorry, babe, I'm so sorry if I botch these handles. Do you want more kids? I answered that in the first one. I will answer it again here. Yes, I think we do want more kids. However, as I said in the first one of these, this situation in the world right now, nada. I have quite a lot of friends. My brother's girlfriend just had their second baby this week. Yay! So my brother's got a little baby girl. I've got a niece, and they basically had to go in, she delivered, and they came home. Like, they were luckily both allowed in there, but I'd be so anxious if I was by myself. Yay, we have some spam on here. Great. What's up? I'm a naughty girl, watch me, 18 plus. Instagram is so creepy. We're gonna put this pink down here. It is like a shimmer highlight from this Dior palette, the Dior Backstage Face Glow palette. It's the pink one. However, and it's got a bit of shimmer. However, I do want kind of like a light Barbie pink blush. So we're gonna try this guy out. It looks a little shimmery. Dance mums. We'll pop this on the, oh, okay. That's cute. It reminds me of a the purpley pink MAC one that I got when I first started my YouTube channel. What was that called? It's actually so cute. Lighter blush, like Barbie pink blush, makes you look younger. It just does. Because you look like a 12-year-old girl, basically. Some of these questions, wow, people are going in. A bit of a highlight on, this is my Chanel Lion Le Lion de Chanel, which is that like it was just a shimmery gold highlight, and this is a Morphe fan brush. It's not too intense, but I kind of want that at the moment. It's just a little bit of a Ding! Okay, I'm gonna do my brows. I'll do the first one on camera. Again, it's gonna be the ABH Dip Brow Pomade and the Brow Definer. This is really great, guys. It really is. Because it's not too small, so how many compacts am I using to see? It's not too small, so you can kind of, you don't have to be too accurate, if that makes sense. I'm just going to comb them out. So with the pomade, it's pitch black, so I really just basically trace the bottom line of where I want the brows to be, like so. Like, I just trace the bottom line basically, and then fill the rest in with the brow definer along the lines of that with the pomade. This is what I meant by it's not really thin. Do you see the tip? It's on an angle and it's kind of slanted and a bit thicker, so you don't have to be so incredibly precise with this. You can kind of, you know, have sort of a thicker, it's basically like a thicker texture to work with, if that makes sense. Okay, well, they got a little intense quite quickly. I'm going to set the brows with Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel. This is just their clear brow gel. It's really great for setting. Why don't we pull out a different compact? There's so many. It's just because they're all just sitting there. So I'm just grabbing whatever's in the front. Everly NBB, what do you do for a living? I love your vids. Hi Everly, thank you so much. For a living, I am a property investor, property developer. So for a full income living, that is what I essentially do. So we develop property, we flip property, we build complexes, and that is what I do. I also am a full-time YouTuber and influencer, I hate that word, full-time social media personality, so that creates revenue and income. And I am also by occupation a fashion designer, so I have funds from that as well. That is what I do. Just set those brows. They're looking a little dark, but we need to get some eyes on. Let's pick up the pace, shall we? I'm going to start off eyes today with the Backstage Eye Palette as well. This got sent to me by Dior. Couldn't believe it. It's crazy. But it's got all the colors on the back, and we're just going to go in with the Sculpt Ombre color down here, up here, and we're going to warm up the eye and do some colors on the eye. Fly with Spence, what is the best starter piece for Chanel? Great question. So I'm just going to cut out under the brows with the Tati palette. It is so pigmented. I'm going in with Aurora, is that what it's called? Best starter piece from Chanel, oh my gosh. Do you know what? With Chanel, because of the prices and just how incredibly high they are, I would probably best say a starter piece would be an SLG from Chanel, because with Louis Vuitton or Gucci or something like that, you can save a bit more and maybe get a bag or a bigger SLG for their, does that make sense, their price ratio. But with Chanel, the prices for the bags are so ridiculous and so high that it's just kind of like you probably should really start off with an SLG. Slimming World _ Keesley. Hi babe, did I say that right? Sorry, oh my god. How many times have you watched the movie Grease? Love you lots. Oh my god, that is so funny. That is so funny. That is a very funny question. If you don't know on my channel and you're just watching this video, my godmother is Olivia Newton-John, and the movie Grease Do you know what? I haven't really watched it that much. I think we watched it, you know, during sort of late middle school, I want to say. Quite a bit, like with my girlfriends, we would dance to it, but we never like did it at school as a musical or anything like that. So I don't really sit there watching it. I did love it, obviously, as a movie. I think when someone like that is your family, how do I put it? You don't really know. Does that make sense? Like, you know, it's like having, I don't know how to put it. It's, you don't know. You don't be like, oh, I'm watching. Like, you don't, I don't think it really, you know, gets in your head. Does that make sense? Am I making any sense? Not that many times is my answer to that question. I have not purged that movie a million trillion times. But Sex and the City series, now, that I have purged a million trillion times. Okay, so this is my kind of go-to eye. So I am just going to do it how I usually do it. Tartess Pro palette, amazing, amazing palette. Hit pan on it, but Innocent is my absolute fave color, which you can see. I just love this color all day. Okay, next question. Auntie Tissy 2004. Hi, love. How old are your sons? My littlest one, Tiny, we call him Tiny, is 1. He's 12, 13. He'll be 14 months this month. So he's 14 months old, and my eldest will be 4 in July. Ace, ASC_Amy. Hi, babe. Do you have the LV Kirigami? Wondering on your thoughts. I don't have it. And you know what? For the longest time, I'm like, I'm not going to get a Kirigami. I'm not going to cave. What are they? They're just envelope pouches. 3 different size envelope pouches. I don't need more pouches. Like, you should see this. It's ridiculous. What's the point to a Kirigami? Then I went online. I sit on Louisvuitton and I just stalk it all the time. Actually, a lot of people in my unboxing video I put up on the 4 key from Louis Vuitton that I scored, go and read those comments. It's so great. It's like so many stalkers being like, I stalked the website too. Now that I've become a full-time LV.com stalker, girl, Amy, the price on the Kirigami, get your life. What? That thing is $9.60 for 3 pouches. It is a good buy, okay? What the heck? I might just get it because it also said add to the shopping bag. I was like, what? $9.60 here in Australia. That's a really good buy, okay? That's 3 pouches, hardware, you know, snap closure. You've got to think of all these things, like snap closures and things like that, and they're nice. What would you use them for? I have no bloody idea. And then from the Shadow Couture palette from ABH, this is Morocco here, and that's very much like the sienna color up here. And I usually go in with that Morocco, so we'll do that seeing as though this is my go-to eye. Smashing everything around here. I can blend it out with this bigger Zoeva brush. All these products I link below for you guys. I learned makeup from YouTube and just learned how to properly do it. If you've followed my videos, you may know that. I could not do it to save my life, and then I just practiced. I thought I would never be able to put lashes on, and I just practiced and practiced and practiced. Next question, Books My Louis. Yes, hi babe. Can the AirPods fit in the LV cat case? I don't have the LV cat case because that is going to be my giveaway. But my LV Mousey goes everywhere with me. They are both exactly the same size. And that is what they're meant for. Dang! Urg09, sorry babe, I can't say that. Hi, how are you? Can you share more about your wedding day? Oh, how cute. Oh my gosh. Yes, I can. I can definitely share more about my wedding day. My wedding day was absolutely beautiful, and my father gave me away, and now that he is no longer with us, I just treasure that memory now. So, oh, that's a baby. That's a baby crying. Then just treasure that moment so much. And whenever they say, you know, don't, if you're fighting with someone, or you're fighting with your mum, or you're fighting with your dad, or your brother or your sister, and you're like, they're not coming to my wedding. Now that you look back, like, I didn't have that situation where I was fighting with anyone, but now when you look back, it's like, oh, like, you're so glad you have those memories. Like, it's just beautiful. So any advice I would have is, if you're like, I'm not inviting my best friend to our wedding, I don't like her, I'm fighting with her, it's like, you've really kind of got to think like hindsight. So I'm just buffing this out a little bit more now. You've really got to think hindsight for sure. Like, I understand fighting and things like that. I mean, I'm not going to say I've had like the best relationship with my brother and stuff. Like, I don't know, we're very different people. But that would never stop me being like, oh my god, you know, he's not coming to my wedding, and then you know, you lose that memory, or you lose having that person in that moment. That is all my powders. So I'm going to set the face. Prep and Prime Fix Plus. This is actually quite wet in comparison to that Giorgio Armani, my Chanel fan, my Chanel book fan. That Giorgio Armani goes on much more of like a light mist spray. It's really, really beautiful. That Prep and Prime is like kind of like a hairspray in your face. The actual drum is so disgusting and dirty. But Dior Show Blackout is the mascara we will use just to change it up a bit, to show you. Let's get another compact out, shall we? No, not another compact. My double facets. This, seriously, life mirror. If you're looking for the best mirror, this is it. It is the thinnest little compact mirror. Goes in your mini pochette perfectly, and it is a large close up and far away mirror. It's brilliant. So double facets mirror from Chanel. I'll link it below. But let's go ahead and hit these lashes with Dior Show to change it up a little. Someone asked me what lashes I use. I am still using Carissa's lashes. However, she sold her company. They're pretty much dead. She sold her company, and now they're selling internationally, and I can't get them right now, so I have to go to Sephora. We're going to pop these lashes on. I've just put some glue on them. This is always a great time to be able to really get through some questions, don't we think? Miranda JF, hi babe, how are you? How do you stay so positive and calm? Oh, I love you, your videos, and your energy is great. Oh, I love you too, babe, thank you. How do I stay so positive and calm? Actually, I got asked this last video, didn't I? Am I calm? If Will was here, he'd probably be like, what a load of rubbish. How do I stay so positive? You know what, babe? I stay so positive in life because, well, one, the way I was brought up, my parents were very positive. My mum is such a positive person. Like, I rarely, firstly, Jillian rarely, like Will and I were discussing this last week, she rarely gossips, she rarely bitches, she doesn't complain, she's not a complainer, like she's really positive, and she's just, I don't know, she just gets on with the job. So I think, one, I was raised that way, that I'm quite positive, Secondly, the biggest of all would be I was nearly killed. You know, I think when you have a near-death experience and you nearly die, everything just doesn't matter. Like, you just don't sweat the small stuff in that kind of way. I mean, you know, accident wise, any of my injuries left over from the car accident gives me anxiety. Like, I have anxiety and I do stress about little things, but positive wise, it's like, what do I have not to be positive about? What do I have not to be just so blessed and happy about? Like, I've literally, what have I got to complain about? Because whatever it is, it's absolutely irrelevant. And, you know, unless it's life or death, like losing my father 2 years ago, you know, there's always a positive outcome to that. He had a beautiful life. He was at such an amazing age. He died perfectly the way you would want someone to pass away, not in pain or stress or in trauma, you know. So I just feel like you just, yeah, I walk on the bright side of life, if that makes sense. One lash on, and I did wax some eyeliner on. It's that Kat Von D liquid ink in the Trooper ink liner. Okay, we're just gonna keep going. I'm putting the glue on my second lash and we'll wait for it to dry. Gail, hi Gail, my beautiful subby Gail, how are you going? If you were to start your YouTube career over again, would you do anything different? That's a great question. Really hard to think of, Gail, because when I started YouTube and social media, 2009, it had been, well, YouTube had been, the platform had been live for a year and a half, so it was nothing. Like, no one, any big YouTubers that were big at that time, Juicy Star 07, Elle Fowler, things like that, and they were big because they had 100,000 subscribers and everyone thought that was huge, and they were like, you know, just getting known. And of course they were in America, but when I started, it was just like, you just fell into it, you know. It's like when you find something at the beginning of the start of, before it booms kind of thing. It's kind of like, I guess, like, you know, it's investing in shares or something like Bitcoin or something like that. If I was to do it again now, I don't know if I would do it again now. I do get asked a lot, should I start a YouTube channel? I said, my response to people is, if you want to do it to be part of a community, if you want to do it like how joining a Facebook group to talk about luxury, then do it to showcase, you know, your collection. Like Monique, hi Monique, she's just started a YouTube channel, but she also did Instagram, she did IGTV, and she liked that, so she's doing it for her being an enthusiast. But if you're doing it to try and make a career out of it now by getting partnership and sponsorship and paid to promote things and things sent to you, I would never do that in a million years, because it's highly saturated now. It takes years to grow to really get on a platform with a network that can give, you know, good revenue with partnership and support at that level. And it's all about the traffic. It's not about subscribers. So many people think, oh, you have like, you know, 500,000 subscribers or 1 million subscribers, you're the best. It's like, no. If they've got 1 million subscribers, but their traffic, the amount of people on their platform, it's not the same drive. What they're looking for is to sell the cookies, to sell the traffic for monetizing. So that's really what it is. I don't know if I would do it again, Gail. I think I'd probably find myself part of a Facebook group or part of more of the enthusiast side of it, rather than being like a personality, like showing, you know, my whole life, whatever. It is what it is now, I guess. Rosie313, hi babe, where can I purchase the cappuccino machine you have at home? I will link it below for you, Rosie. It is an espresso, a DeLonghi Nespresso, or who else make it? Breville? No. So it's an espresso. So Nestle, do they make Nespresso? I'm not quite sure. I'll link it below. They're everywhere. Nespressos are everywhere, and then you can buy the capsules and put them in I could not live without my Nespresso machine. It's broken once. I sent it out to get fixed. It broke again. I bought a replacement straight away. My mother-in-law's has broken 3 times. I've sent it out and then I bought her a replacement. We can't live without them. Okay, last question before I put this lash on. Elizabeth Dawson, Lizzie Dawson _hack, sorry. First Chanel bag recommendations. First Chanel bag recommendations. I want to say classic, but oh mate, it is so expensive. It's the biggest hit. It really, really is. First Chanel bag recommendations, maybe I would say something seasonal. I'm going to go out on a whim and say something seasonal. It's a better price. You kind of get more for your money with a seasonal bag. You really do. I think you do anyway. Like for example, I just reviewed my rolled drawstring bucket bag. You get so much compared to a classic, so much. Okay, I'm going to finish off these eyes. I'm going to drag out the underneath with the Tati Beauty palette because it has all of, look, it has all of the, somebody wanted to see this up close. It has all of the same colors basically that I just used. In it, it has my ginormous, amazing clean mirror because I just got it. There's something I wanted to tell you guys. Last night I put on my stories, on my Instagram stories, I put a post of Mussy watching Bluey. Bluey is, I'll link it below. Bluey is a show, a cartoon, Australian cartoon show that is really, really funny. It's really well scripted. It's like so well written. It's like adults can enjoy it as well. Truthfully. And Mussy and I watch Bluey together, and anyway, he loves it, and I put on Instagram stories that Mussy loves Bluey, and I put a picture of him watching Bluey. Bluey official TV show wrote back to me. I totally fangirled out. I lost it. Super Fanzus. Hello from New York City. Hi New York City. Hope you guys are okay. Been a bit crazy, traumatic up there. Where are your beautiful bedroom lamps from? This and this. They, aren't they gorgeous? I worked with a design team, and these were part of the staging with the design team. And I said to them, I love those so much. Really up my alley. Can I have them? And they were like, yep. I was like, ding. Okay, I am going to do another kind of pinky lip. I did a pinky lip in my review video of my multi-crochet, and it was really nice. And I think it was a bit different to this, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Bodley Bear by MAC. So it's quite a pink kind of liner, and I'm going to use my Laura Mercier lipstick in the coral, and this is in the Rouge Essentials in the coral. It's so beautiful. They sent this to me. It's so pretty. LE _ Grazes. Oh, sorry. Hi babe, how are you? Ellie asked me, how do you deal with hate and people that are just miserable, tearing people down on the internet? It's so bad. Love your videos, babe. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Yeah, it is really terrible. It is so terrible. You know how I deal with it? Firstly, I don't deal with it. I just completely ignore it. Unless it goes too far and it really pushes my buttons, like, you know, it pushes me to need time away, like all that sort of stuff with the fires, like that's too much. That's just screwed up. But just hateful comments, like haters just leaving like, you're fat, you're ugly, like right now, like I hate the way she does her lipstick and stuff like that. It's just like, you know what I've taught myself to think, being public like this, I tend to go, you know what, whatever that person's name is, Charlie, let's call them Charlie, I just go, you don't hate me, you know, you hate yourself, and that's really sad. And it makes me go, that's so sad. That person is so low on themselves that they're watching something of someone who is putting themselves out there and sharing. That's all we're doing, sharing, that they hate, you know, an energy comes out of them that they hate something about that person. That's complete reflection of themselves. That is low self-esteem, that is depression, that is anxiety. And it's just kind of like, yeah, you don't hate me, you hate yourself. And that's really sad. Like, pray for a person. Next up, Kel87GX's. Hey babe. Hey babe. Just wanting to know, is there particular reasons that you say peace at the end of your videos? Love your videos. Love from Texas. Hi Texas. Hi Kels. Hi babe. Very interesting question. I think I have answered this before. Have I not? Here's my Laura Mercier. It is an interesting story. A lot of people think I'm just saying peace. See? It's pretty lip, isn't it? It's really pink. It's very nudie. It's very corally. It's so pretty. Yeah, a lot of people think I'm just saying peace as in peace, right? Which I am, obviously. But when I traveled around the world on a solo trip in 2010 in New York City, I met a whole bunch of people in like the music industry and like entertainers and stuff. Michael Bublé, Cabaret, like he's really talented. Anyway, in his group and team, we were all like watching his show and stuff, and one of his like kind of bodyguards, or just one of his team, he was so cool and he was so charismatic, and he was like, hey Jerusha, how you doing? Yeah, welcome. And he was like, yeah, so good to see you, go peace. And the way he said it, it was like so funny, and he was so big and it was such a dick. He was like, peace. Anyway, I ended up saying it as, I was like, peace, like we'd do it to each other. And then when I started YouTube, hence the reason I say Jerusha Couture TV and I say peace at the end, is because when I started, you made an intro and you made an outro. Nowadays, people just go like, welcome back to my channel or whatever, or hi, or get straight into it or whatever. Whereas back in my day, you had an intro, and TV, it's not a TV channel, but it just was something I said once and it stuck, because you kind of, back then, there was a few like TV, you know, swoosh TV and stuff. I don't know, and listen, you have to be an OG to kind of know outros and intros, and that just stuck. So Joe and I do it all the time to each other. One of my other mates, Chris, and I used to do it to each other all the time. I don't know, I feel like it's a very New York thing to do. So peace. Hey guys, that is the finished look. I might just spray some Giorgio Armani mist because I love it, and it just makes me feel on. It's so beautiful. I love the smell of Chanel, but this is such a nice smell too. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you like these videos, please give me a thumbs up and ask me any questions below. Maybe in my next Q&A, get ready with me, I'll answer questions from this video. How does that sound? Should we do that? Ask me questions below for my next Q&A. Get ready with me. I hope everybody is staying really safe. Please subscribe to my channel if you wish to do so. There is a button below. I'll see you in my next video. Take care, guys. Peace.